don't have a light on my face, do I? No, I sure don't. What do I do? What do I do? I will. I will put a light on my face. How about that? Would that make you happy? Would that make you happy? So let me just go here and edit this little bitty baby bit of blah, blah, blah. We'll go subscribers. Yes. We'll go monetize. Yes. We'll say let YouTube pick a balanced mix. Yes. 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 Bridget, you're the first one in. Whoa. Hey girl, who are ya? Where are ya? And what are you doing? I'm about ready to put a light on my face. Hold on. Hold on. Oh wait, you know what else I'm gonna do? This is a little frustrating. Like all my, hey dog woman 55, what is going on? I'm actually trying to customize this thing. Marcus, hello. You guys, I feel so much better today. I don't know. It's just so crazy how much better you can feel. All right, chilling with me. I'm trying to put the proper description in the video. I'm not sure why it's not just saving it and making it that way for all of my Somerville. Okay, cool. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Video details. Control V. Bridget, I appreciate that. All right, let's go to the chat. Here we go. Now I can look at the chat without my glasses. Well, I'm really happy you're here, Miss South Carolina. Okay. I'm thinking. I don't know. So I'm moving and I'm packing, and my light that's there isn't there anymore. Hi everybody, hang on, let me just rearrange this light situation a little bit. We'll go ahead and close the garage. That's actually the closet. Hold on. Maybe I could put Purple Ball over here. Purple Ball is a nice lady, you know. I could plug her in right there. Let's get Purple Ball over in the part of the room where I can actually use a little bit of light. This is Purple Ball. I'll show you why this lamp is called Purple Ball. Well, that's not why. Stop it, you. This is why. Now, it's a little dusty. This is a lamp, not the lampshade, but this lamp was made by my great-grandfather back in the day. Now, is this radioactive, do you think? I don't know. But it's got these fantastic little claw feet on the bottom. Isn't that just adorable? It's not radioactive? Okay, it's flashing just because it is. Let's not worry about it. Because I got some other stuff to worry about. You know what I have to worry about? Do you guys want to know what I've got to worry about? Could be. Alexa, turn lampy to magenta. Or should I do green? Alexa, turn lampy to green. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta. I'm not drinking coffee. I'm not taking Advil. Is she like, couldn't recognize, couldn't figure it out. So this stuff's really dry. How dry that is. You'd never be able to do this in California with good, new, fresh, amazing weed. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. This stuff's a little less crumbly. All right, let's see. So this one has, it has limonene, caryophyllene, linalool, and humulene. That's high. Oh, okay, that's not, that's decent hybrid. This one's myrcene, caryophyllene, and pinene. Let's try this one first. What I'm gonna do is grind and measure, because I like to measure my weed. I like to know my dosage, and so I probably shouldn't be talking like this in the first 10 minutes of the video. This is a half teaspoon. I found that a really, really, really full Boing Glowed is a half teaspoon. Hey, Blackie. Bye, Bridget. We'll see you soon, honey. Oh, that's very, very green smelling and nice. Where's the grinder? So yes, I like to, Eric, oh my God, where is it? I like to grind and measure, because you smoke a lot less, you guys, if you use a, like a dugout, like this. Looks like a little dirty cigarette. I don't know how that happened. Whatever. Oops. That's the bottom. What's going on, Eric? How are you, honey? Everybody say hi to Eric. He's been with us a long time. Yeah, ask me away, honey. What is it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to. I mean, I like a little bit did it today. And I was like, yeah, no. I'm going to have to go. And they have some good deals on. I just got, like, this was like 14 grams for $29. What? This was 7 grams for $39 or something like that. What? And I'm measuring because I'm splitting it up. Also, that's why. Measure it and split it up and measure it. Measure it and split it up. Grind it, measure it, and split it up. Okay, so to split it up now, I'm going to measure. This is what I do. I go like that, and then I take it and go level across the top. So it's completely flat and level. That's a half teaspoon there. Let's do a whole teaspoon. How's there already cat fucking hair in there? What the fuck? No, I'm actually splitting it with another adult. So that didn't quite make, that made like exactly like 3 teaspoons. Okay, so that's 3 teaspoons. I gotta be careful too, because I'm a little bit of a messy pig. Disc not ejected properly. I know. Go away. Go away. Oops. I was wondering, hold on, let me get rid of these things. I'm getting all these notifications. It's really getting on my fucking nerves. All right. I was wondering if you still live in Ohio, and there was a singles meetup group, and you and I were both there, would you like to know me then? Okay, well, let's back up a second because I wouldn't go to a singles meetup group. Now, I would go to a dining meetup group without the intention of meeting anyone. And then we could be friends and talk. Yes, of course. I don't go out looking for guys. That's for sure. And let me explain this too. Tell me how all the women who are there to meet guys feel when I walk in the fucking room. No. Okay, here's a nice half big, beautiful teaspoon of bowl. So this is what it looks like with a half teaspoon, right? That's a whole half a teaspoon. It's a good size bowl. It should last a bit. Lighter. Is anybody going to smoke with me? Laos. A glass blunt. I've seen those. You know, I got myself out of a very sticky fucking situation because I knew how to roll a proper ghetto blunt. Oh, yes, I did. Is it 10 minutes? Yes, it's been 10 minutes we can smoke. The reason I say that is because, like, the first 10 minutes is when the creepy crawlers are... See, there's only 10 people on. It's blocking the video because we're talking about weed. Everybody drop in the... Ooh, that tastes nice. Drop into the chat and tell me what's your favorite color. Let's start with that. What's your favorite color? Ooh! Ah! Black. Blonde. That's funny. Black gold. It's hot in here. Green, me too. Is there a particular type of green? Matthew, you're missing a T in your name. What happened? Cobalt blue. Red. Dark green, like pine needles, like earther. Nice. Mine is the color of like peridot. Like kind of like this. It's very like a blade of grass, like a vibrant green, like that, but still natural. Angel's wings, white, basin. What's that? Is that... Okay, I'll wait. Typos. Don't you wish they'd let you fix the typos? And don't you wish they'd let you like give a thumbs up, thumbs down, or heart or whatever to people's comments? You like the green behind me? Thanks. Blazing. Yes. This is actually a nice terpene. You would love to take me out. Oh. 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 That's a nice little, you're paying for everything. Let me explain something to you. I'm sorry, there is no worthy man. I'm sorry. There's no worthy human man for me. Effecate your mind? What? Oh. Hold on, we gotta let the cat in. I didn't lock you out. You were just sitting down the hallway staring at me when I was trying to get you to come in here. What? You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. This is other kitty. And this is Buddy. And this is Shadow. And we have another small version of Shadow named Nico. It's his auntie, and then Buddy is his nephew. So We've got Nico Auntie, and Shadow Uncle. So that's other kitty. She never really got a name. Yeah, my babies. These are my boys. These are my boys. Are you my boy? Are you my boy? Yes, you are. Yes. So what pets do you have? These are actually service dogs. The cat's a pet, of course. She's not a service cat. Yeah, her name's Other Kitty because, see, we got her, Ellen. And then we got another cat because we went into Petco. I was with Shadow in Petco, and we walked up and looked at the kitties when they have like rescue cats at Petco in Big Bear Lake. And the plexiglass has little holes at the bottom for air. And Shadow walked up and put his nose right on one of the holes, right in the glass. And a little black kitty, and she had some white spots on her, like she's a tortie, right? She just put her little hand right up to the glass on his nose. And I was like, oh, she's coming home with me. So we took her home, and she ended up getting in the name of Luna. I'm not good at naming creatures, so my creatures don't have names. Even my children barely had names. And so she got named Luna. But we still had that cat with no name. So then it was the Other Kitty. Okay, kitty. Okay, kitty. Okay. Like Hello Kitty, but okay, kitty. Because it's Other Kitty. You get it, right? You know, I had an aggressive dog, Shadow's sister, and it was probably my fault. Look, she would throw up in my car every time I took her anywhere, and I was driving, just starting my car service at the time, and it was my car that was being driven, and so we couldn't have doggy pukey in the car. So I would take Shadow for training, and then I ended up taking Buddy and Shadow, and she would watch us leave, and she never got to go because she would throw up. And then we had a couple of incidences that might have kind of tweaked her brain, like when my leg was broken out in the middle of the nowheres, and the paramedics arrived. You know, they took me, and that might have freaked her out. I don't know, but she ended up being very scary, not to me, but I didn't know how to rehabilitate her. I knew somebody would and could. I knew someone knew how to do it. That's before I ever saw the dog daddy. I had to put her down, and it was like literally one of the worst days of my entire life. I'm still not okay. I had visions of her before I had her. I mean, she was like my dog that I was meant to have. But I ended up taking on other dogs, and I wasn't focused on her. She was supposed to be my service dog. But my son wanted Shadow, and he was just, you know, whatever. I mean, we make the decisions we make in life, right? And I ended up with a few too many dogs. She actually had a litter before she even went into heat one single time. What was it? She and Shadow had their appointments. He went for his appointment, but she had started her heat. And they said, you know, we need to wait till she's done with her heat. And several weeks later, I looked at her. I'm like, wow, she's filling out. She's really becoming like a, you know, big dog. And then I was like, wait a minute. 2 weeks later, she had a litter of 10 puppies. Pyrenees Plot Hound, Border Collie Lab mixed puppies. And there was one of them that I would have kept, you know. His name was Kinky Ted. She tried to kill him. There's like always a dog that the mother tries to kill. And I found him over there like wrapped in plastic. And I pulled him out and I was like, oh, no, 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 no. He's got to come with me. So I made sure he was safe, kept an eye on him. Somehow he ended up getting his tail bent just a little bit, kinky like. And he looked brown and muddled. He was just looked like an old teddy bear. So that's why I called him Kinky Ted, because he had the kinky tail and looked like an old teddy bear, Kinky Ted. And he was the smartest of the entire litter. And he talked, and I wanted to keep him so bad, but I already had Shadow and Buddy and Maya and Nico and 2 cats, and we lived in a big, humongous condo, but there was actually 2 separate units that were then adjoined, so it was like 2 full units. We had space, but it was just not the right environment. My leg was broken. It was very, very hard. Most conflicted mix is Border Collie and Pyrenees. I don't even know what that means, but I'm just going to say yes to that. I'm going to say I can confirm that. Shadow and Buddy are both the same mixes. Nico is just Plothound Lab. But the Pyrenees Border Collie, there was one that lived out on the lake bed. We lived on a dried up lake bed. And, oh, no shit. And I've thought of that before, but never put it together like that. That it was like conflicted. But I sensed it. I knew that it was a thing. I was like, yeah, that's weird. But I never really thought about it and conceptualized it. And like, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Poor things. I mean, like, I get it. I'm the same. I am conflicted in the very same way. So to bring these dogs into my life with that energy is so deeply karmic. I'm a Leo with an Aquarius moon. And I've got a Scorpio Libra cusp in my ascendant. And Sagittarius, and Saturn in my 8th house. I mean, what? No wonder. I mean, it's just so fitting. It's part of my program. So these are the things, you guys, that you need. It's about cracking your code. And I've started doing code cracking sessions because it's this that it takes 2 people, maybe more, but we're going to start doing the sessions with just you and me. And we're going to crack the codes. And what that means is we're going to look at your codes. There's a few different codes you can look at. And I can look at it and see something and say, okay, so it looks like this is saying blah, 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 blah. And you're like, you know, interesting, because it plays out in my life an X, Y, and Z thing. But then you can also get the like linear time patterns. Okay, well, this one repeats every 6 to 7 years. This one repeats every, 25 years, whatever. TV shows on DVD? Okay, shoot, why? Just curious. You're a furry? Okay, cool. I'm not. I was born in the Chinese year of the dog. That's why I say I'm a dog too, because remember in Mr. Peabody and Sherman or whatever? Sherman and Mr. Peabody? Where they say, I'm a dog too. I'm a dog too. Okay. That's me. I'm a dog too, yo. I am. Okay. Yep, I'm a dog too. But I'm a Leo dog. Leo and dog are very much the same when it comes to the signs. They're kind of like the same thing. If there was a Chinese astrology lion, it would be the dog. So I'm like a double doggy. I'm a big double doggy. How often do I get laid? As often as I desire. Not a problem. How often do you get laid? Okay, so I can say about this is that it's giving me very dry eyes. That I don't like. What would it be? Myrcene. It's the myrcene. Interesting. 6 times a year. I'm sorry. Is that enough for you? I mean, look. So when I was learning about sexual alchemy and studying with the Gnostics in Los Angeles, actually, there's a Gnostic center in Los Angeles. And that's when I learned about the book called The Perfect Matrimony by Reverend Samuel Noir. I don't really know what his name is, something like that. I was learning about sexual alchemy, but I was not with a partner to have sexual alchemy with. But you can still learn about it and you can still incorporate a lot of the practices because it's your energetic thing, right? But you actually can practice retention alone and experience that same amazing thing that is like, it's like a reverse O. But you like, instead of just and going to sleep, it actually shoots up your spine ultimately. It takes a minute for you to get it to that point, but not very long actually. And it goes, and then it goes back down your body, and back. It's like the most amazing thing. It really is the most amazing thing. When you learn that it's kind of like opposite world here. You got to learn that it's opposite world. When you're trying to reach out to people, you know, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And then you find when you actually just sit in your own space and you're not projecting, you're just sitting in your space, that's when there's more like attraction, let's just say, right? Sitting in your space, sitting in your consciousness, sitting in your individuality is sometimes a good thing to do. You know, you got to do stuff like that. You got to be by yourself. And when I said the other day, if you were watching, hunker down. Just hunker down. Circle the wagons. What do you do when you circle wagons? What's happening right then? Why would you do that? When you're circling wagons, you're hunkering down, right? When you're going more internal. You're going more into preservation. You're going more into, yes, balanced. When you a little bit withdraw, right? Instead of just always trying to reach or project or grab or get, stop and just allow all of that. Allow everything. Let it. And just observe or don't. Just be. Just be. Yes, reflect. Or just be. Good aura attracts. We all want to feel really great. We all want to feel happy. So, what's the best way to make yourself feel that happiness immediately? Yes, the serenity. Yes, there are different mudras. Just put your hands together just to start with. Just touch your own hands, create a closed circuit. Weed, yeah, that's definitely can help balance. Good memories. Okay. Not a call. I'm glad you're back today. Thanks for coming on back. And Dogwoman, thank you very much. Some of you I think are kind of newer on the channel a little bit and come on maybe at night. Because I just started for a long time I was coming on in the morning and at night. And in the middle of the day for my 420s. I would do 7, 420, 7. And you know what? I went against everything I knew, and I did all the things I knew not to do. And I'm recovering from that now, but the best way to recover and the best way to feel happy, you're like a real vampire. Do you suck blood from people's necks? Or what do you mean by that? Is if you can give inspiration and happiness in some way to others. You're troll hunting. What do you mean by troll hunting? Are you hunting for trolls or looking for somewhere to troll? So the best terpenes for what, Gary? So everything is probably, like the majority of everything is caryophyllene and limonene. Those two first, like that way. Caryophyllene and then limonene. And then probably myrcene. Those are your terpenes that go into a hybrid normally. And then you might have hints of indica with maybe linalool or heavy myrcene. Or you might have more of a sativa with a pinene or terpinolene. And you could also have, like what I have here is a heavy myrcene, limonene, caryophyllene, and then pinene way down there on the bottom. So is it an indica or is it a sativa? It's got pinene in it. Usually you would not find a pinene or a terpinolene in an indica or, it would be a sativa. But there's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit in there. Oh, yeah. Hunting trolls in chats. I love it. I do the same. I'm a bully. So when Dogwoman was saying the Pyrenees Border Collie is a conflicted breed, I'm like, oh my God, I totally get it. I'm a Leo Sun, Aquarius Moon with like a Scorpio Libra thing in the middle and a Saturn 8 and a Leo Mars. So, oh, that's cute, sweetie. I don't take orders from anybody, especially someone in my chat, but thanks, gorgeous. I am so very well protected, and y'all explain why I'm protected. So I am a descendant of the Levites. If you know anything about Jacob, the Lord said, your descendants will own nothing. And then Levi came, a descendant of Jacob, and he did his thing. And God said, yeah, I'm going to punish your offspring. But then, when the Hebrews got saved out of, where were they? Egypt. And the whole golden calf incident happened. The Levites were the ones that were willing to wipe out 3,000 golden calf worshipers. And so he looked at those Levites and he's like, oh, y'all an odd bunch, ain't ya? So the Hebrews were chosen to show the light of Hashem in all things. All things. Go show it now. Go show my light. Go show my glory everywhere. Go show the light of Hashem in all things. But the Levites were chosen out of those chosen because we didn't need to be told what to do or how to show the light of Hashem. We didn't need mitzvot. We didn't need any of that stuff. We already know. And that's when I say I was born this way. I was born this way. And I go back to when I was a young person, and even like in my young adulthood, I was very much more actualized and transcended than I am now. I've gone way backwards. And I've always known that I was who I was, but I've gone way, way backwards because I just don't quite get how to make this earth thing work. The human dealio, I don't quite get it. So I've got that Leo up front. Well, really, it's that Scorpio Libra up front. Talk about conflicted. Then that Leo. Then that Aquarius. So yeah, I would like to save the world by burning it down. I'll heal the world by bringing the fire. But when you combine the Leo and the Aquarius is air. It seems as if it would be water, but it's not. It's the air that's filling the space the water was in because it's being poured out. You were you what now? Sing it? I was born to sing it or hint? What now? Bring the struggle to an end. You know what? Oh, Lord Almighty, creator of the universe and father of my ancestors, could I please have an end to the struggle? Saturn in 8, you're old when you're young and young when you're old. Like something like that where it's just a fucking struggle until like second half of life. And I'm in this transition to second half of life. This is one of the things that I'd love to do with you guys and why I'm offering those code cracking sessions, because there's different things you can look at and it just gives you so much insight. Had I had someone to work with me, I would have not completely just gone through what I just went through since like about December 16th or so, when Mars went into retrograde in Leo. I had no idea that was happening, and that would have really been good to know. I don't know what's the name of the game? I don't know the name of the game. What's the name of the game? It depends on what game you're playing. So like all the world out there, I look at them, although I wish them well. To me, they're non-playable characters. They're non-playable characters. There's just nothing you can do. You just can't. There's, hello. You know, there's no thing there. It's like a soul. It's just like they didn't get the whole, they appear to be, but they're not maybe. I mean, is that bad to say? I really think that this is, there are beings out there that aren't exactly like those of us who are here to do work. I think there are some like automatrons or automatontrons or whatever they're called, automatontrons. Oh, yeah. What's basic astral traveling? I left my body one time. Well, I mean, I know I've left my body more times than that. I was 18 and deep into a Tibetan practice and meditation, studying with a monk called Tarthang Tolku, his book called Openness Mind. And I laid down in the middle of the day on the floor of my bedroom to do a meditation. And I thought I was rolling over to go to sleep, because I always rolled over on my stomach to sleep. So I thought I was rolling over on my stomach. But then I came face to face with myself. I was like right here above myself, sleeping. And it scared the fuck out of me. I was like, oh, but I couldn't move. And my body was like, had to go and go back down into my feet and then into my body. And I was like, I was out of my body for real. And you know, if you've been out of your body for real, there's something that you can say that no one else can say unless they've been out of their body. And I never say what it is. Same thing about hearing the angels. If you've actually been in that space and heard that, there's something you say that no one who hasn't been there can say. And that's how I know when I've met other people out there that've been there and heard it. When I started researching on the internet, I didn't realize there were other people looking too. So I don't give it away because I don't want people just walking around, yeah, I was out of my body. How do you know? I never give it away. Never give it away. You would never think about it. It would never occur to you unless you were actually out of body and looked at yourself. Oh my God, that's exactly how I felt. I was scared and I like, what, 152? I don't know what your name is. Abu. Okay. So people are like, oh, if you want to get out of your body, if you want to astral travel, I'm like, why would you? Please explain to me what's the purpose of me needing to get out of my body if I plan to come back. If I'm getting out of my body, it's because I plan never to come back. And yes, a guide, but for what? Why would you leave your body? You don't need to leave your body, people. Stop doing that shit. I don't know what is the point. First of all, let me explain this to you. You don't exist within your body. Your body exists within you. You are this huge, like 10, 20, just depending on you. You're a big energy bubble, which your body has condensed down. You've condensed this energy down into this little blip. As above, so below, and in the middle, there's a humanoid figure. When you take the pyramid from the top and the bottom and you cross it over and you look in the middle, there's a humanoid figure in there. Da Vinci, hello. Yes. Now, that's what we've done. We've created little holographic density pieces. I'm a holographic density piece in this game. It's just like if we had VR goggles on. If I'm sitting next to you with without VR goggles, I can see you have the VR goggles on. But you can look all around and you can't see me. I might even talk to you and maybe you can hear me but you can't see me. But if I put my VR goggles on and drop into your world, then you think I'm real in your world. But I know that we're both just in a simulated world. And then let's say I take mine back off and I disappear and you're like, where'd you go? And what if I just took yours off all of a sudden and you're like, wait, what? Oh my God. So if a person doesn't drink or a person doesn't get high, I get high off subspace, don't want to literally die and be out of body. Okay, well, have you been out of your body before? I'm not just talking in a deep meditation. I'm talking you've been out of your body before. And how do you know? I've dropped acid. I didn't leave my body. Come on. It's not necessarily the same thing. Takes a lot of energy. Yeah, it can be really dangerous. That's not something to mess around with. And people that think they've been out of their body, I really actually doubt it. Being in deep meditation and having like a flying dream, for example, doesn't mean you're out of your body. Okay. Paisley. Paisley, you need to go watch some comedies. You guys, please just stop listening and watching to really depressing shit. Watch some old comedies before they started trying to brainwash everybody with their agendas. You can't even watch good comedy anymore because it's just so laced with politics. Go watch some old comedies, okay? If you want some really good ones, and you're gonna cry for a few days, honey. This is in the stars right now, babe. It's in the stars right now that you're letting it out. There's big changes for everyone. I'm sorry to hear that you have had a diagnosis. And I just want you to know, whenever you want, you come back on here and I will instruct and teach everybody how to do distance healing, and we'll do distance healing for you. You have got to invite us to do it. And we must all be on the same page of how to do it, because it's not just willy-nilly throwing energy around. It's got to be done correctly. Let out those tears, because tears detox your hormones from you. They're tears detox. Cry, baby, cry. Let it out. You died twice, don't remember a thing. Yeah, isn't that weird? I don't know if I didn't flatline, so I guess I really don't have anything to recall. I was very, very, very close several times and did not see anything or have any kind of thing. All the great, beautiful Bible stuff. I don't know what you said before that, but I'm going to say yes to it. I've had a very interesting relationship with God and the Bible the past few years. 152, the feeling can't be described. Paisley, got to watch some comedies. And, I don't know how old you are, gorgeous, but like The Rat Race. If you don't think The Rat Race is hilarious, you don't laugh the whole way through it, then I don't know. It has some adult parts in it, but nothing super graphic. It's just like they're talking about something. But other than that, it's fine. And then what else? I like silly comedies. Oh, Bedazzled. Love Bedazzled. Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley. Very funny. And I'll give you one more. Oh, Master of Disguise. It's just silly comedy. Lots of improv. Just laugh. Because do you know what laughing does? It boosts your immune system more than anything. Going out and being loving and having loving interactions with other human beings boosts everybody's immune system. Also, breast milk. Breast milk boosts the immune system. Get your hands on some nice breast milk and drink it. And that's going to go through. Oh, you know what else boosts the immunity? Fasting. Not eating. Starve that fucker. Starve that fucker, baby. I'm not a doctor, but that's what you do. Doctors won't tell you that. They're going to do what they do. Starve it. You got to alkalinize your body. Cancer cannot thrive in a pH balanced body. Only, acidic or too alkaline, but probably acidity. And, do everything that's good for you. You go lay on the earth. Go bury yourself in a hole. Go put some mud on your body. I'm not kidding at all. You've got to watch the Earthing movie, the full-length Earthing movie on YouTube. Watch it. And then go put your body on the earth, babe. Pretzel castle? That sounds good. I want a pretzel castle. I would make a castle out of pretzels and then I would eat them as I dip them in mustard, like the kind with seeds in it. In a beer. Oh, yeah. It is actually. I know it seems like a saying that laughter is natural medicine, but it literally is. Go watch The Secret. Go watch The Secret. There's a woman in there. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor too. And she watched comedies and healed herself. Breast cancer. She had tumors in her boobs, I think. I don't know. Elko Aunt, how you doing, honey? Nice to see you again. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you all for being here, and thank you for being active in the chat. Smash the thumbs up, spam the hearts, all of those things. Tell YouTube that you're having a really fantastic fucking time in my chat. And crisp hot pretzels. Yeah, you know, now that I've lost so much weight, I've been eating gluten. Just a little bit. Like I had 3 Chips Ahoy cookies the other night. But you know what I did? I ate all that fruit. I ate so much fruit that my stomach was poking out a little bit. And I'm like, okay, that looks a little more normal. And you have no idea how much I've doo-doo browned in the past couple of days because of all that fruit. It's like, oh my God, it cleaned me out so good. I also did have some shepherd's pie too, quite a bit actually. Paisley, I appreciate that. Look, I want you to just know it's all frequency and vibration, and you decide what it is. You decide. This is barely more than a simulation. If you were in a video game right now, what would you want right now? More lives, heal, hearts. You know, my son, he's got the first Beat the AI on YouTube. Or Help or Hurt the AI. And when you go in there, you either help or you hurt the guy by typing into the chat. I'm going to try to find it. Heal, hearts. You know, it's a video game. Give yourself what you need. Heal. I'm going to show you his maybe he's on right now. Let me see. It doesn't look like he's live right now. That's weird. I don't like that. Whoa. I need to screenshot that shit. He's got 297,000 subscribers. Does he have a live stream going right now? I don't think he's got a live right this second. Why not? I have no idea. But you're going to an appointment right now? Okay, honey. Listen, smile the whole way, gorgeous. And watch what happens. Everyone's going to smile at you. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Everybody, take care of yourselves. You know what I mean? Take care of you. Yep, just smile and laugh the whole entire way. See how many people you can get to smile. But don't look at them necessarily. You know what I mean? Like smile and see, just look around and see who's watching you smile. It's just a fun game. Try that. There's studies that actually show smiling changes your physiology and your brain chemistry. The same with putting your hands behind your head and putting your feet up. This changes your brain chemistry right here. Hands behind the head, feet up. Also this, victory. Blind people do this when they win. They've never seen anybody do it, and they still do it. That's because it's just neurological. It's a win. Fuck yeah! And smile. These things are shown. The data shows it raises your level of happiness, which boosts your immune system. Even if you're not smiling on the inside, it still does it. And you just got to do it longer. Just do it a little longer. La, 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 la. Yep. There's physiological things that we can do to feel better. Put your fingers together like this. Put all your fingers together and just chill. Whatever. These are circuits. They do different things depending on which circuit you have closed. If you have no circuit, this is open circuit right here. Blah, blah. This is a mudra. 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 Anytime your hands are touching together, it is a mudra. It's doing something. It's sending signals to your brain. Oh, I like what? What do you want to hear? I'll take a request. I'll sing anything even if I don't know it. Yes, smile and the world smiles with you. And it boosts everyone's immune systems. Your stage dong? What? What? When enough of us get together and do that, we'll create a UFO. All it is enlightened beings sitting together and going in harmony, and then we go whoop, we become light and go whoop. Oh. Used to all these things, it's useful, but just like 5%, if you feel bad, you need to go out and deal with the problem. Okay, what? Yes, but what are you referring to, honey? Grounding, smiling. I know, okay? So I'm saying, you guys, when we have our member trip and we get together, we're going to do this. So get your energy ready. It creates like a energy, it creates electricity. Can you hear that? I ask you guys all the time when I'm doing that because I don't know if you can really hear what I'm not just humming. It's like there's electricity happening in there. Cheers. Yo. I will tell you that the Aquarius side of me gets fucking sick of the Leo side of me. And they both get sick of the Scorpio, Libra fucking ascendant bullshit. So I was starting to tell you guys, so being a Levite, okay, so I did realize and trace it back. Ashley, oh, hi, honey. How are you, mama? Is it difficult or is it a jump? Can you just jump out of it? You're an Aquarius. Your sun sign is Aquarius? I mean, I'm glad I've got that Aquarius back there, but the Leo on top of it, and then I mean, I get sick of myself, you guys. I really do. But because I'm aware that I've got different aspects. You're tired. Yes. Oh, you guys, please know this full moon has brought some sleepy the past few days. Everybody. Lots of people have felt very extra tired the past few days, okay? It's the full moon. There's a lot of energy in the world right now with astronomically. Literally. Do you guys know there is a humongous comet coming around the sun? And if it survives its trip around the sun, we'll be able to see it. And it might, because it's so big. It's huge. And it's coming very close to the sun and very close to us. Isn't that cool? So you've got this Cancer full moon. I thought it was the Aries full moon, but it's not. See, I'm new to this stuff, you guys. I'm just sharing what a little bit I've picked up. Explain this, because yes, I did hear that there was a shift. You know what? I don't know what it's called. No, honey, it's real. They're tired too. Have they been kind of cranky and ucky? They're tired too. It's hitting us all. There's a creator that I love. Let me try to find him for you guys, because there's a bunch of them. I do post them to my community section. They talk about what's happening with the sun and the planets. They talk about if there's solar flares and Schumann resonances and things that are actually happening. Thank y'all for being on here. I do appreciate you so much. I have had a hard few 6 months. And I appreciate you all so much for being here, whether you've been hanging out with me or you're new to the channel. My name is Genevieve. And subscribe until that bell is solid white so that you get all notifications. YouTube will not tell you. YouTube will not tell you. You have to click that bell till it is solid white. And then you know when I come on and you can decide what works for you or doesn't or whatever. But thank you for being here. A little bit about me, okay? So if you have just dropped in, because we were talking about it a second ago, and this isn't just to talk about myself. I can do without that. But just so you know who I am and what you're seeing here, okay? Libra, Scorpio rising, and I say it that way because it was up until like 1990s, my horoscope always said I was a Scorpio rising. And now it's Libra. And when I look at it, it's right there. And I think that's important. So Scorpio, Libra rising. So you can't really tell, I think it's very confusing for people. And then I'm a Leo. And so then when you get to know me, you're like, oh, you're really nice. Yes. Don't cross me though. I'm not nice when I'm crossed. And then you look, and once you get to know my deeper emotions, I really, 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 really want to heal the world. And I was put here to do it. I'm an Aquarius moon. But it's going to happen later in life that everything comes to fruition. Well, now is later in life. And from now on is later in life. Oops, it goes this way for you guys. Because I'm 54 and a half. This is the beginning of my later in life. And so my Saturn in 8 is doing the whole Saturn in 8 thing where I get the later in life part now. Ashley, honey, you are so welcome. Did you look into the happiest baby on the block? The swaddling, you know, it was Harvey Karp that brought that to the world. Don't let them forget to tell you that he was the one. Harvey Karp, because he also brought happiest toddler on the block to the world. And you need to know that too, for when your babies are older, when they're going into toddlerhood, you're going to want to read the section that's their age. So I'm also Mars and Leo. So there's the Leo is in really important parts, I think, in that Aquarius moon. I'm really grateful for that Aquarius moon, but it does put me in conflict with myself at times. I do tend to be one of the people who it's kind of like the way that I teach, the way that I bring the lessons that I want to teach. It's kind of that. Have been doing the books? Okay, great. Yeah. I hope that's been helping you. It will definitely help your babies. And sometimes don't we need to be swaddled? Sometimes you need to be swaddled, babe. Everybody, if you're new here, Ashley had twins a couple months ago. So she was with us like in the last couple months of her pregnancy, like, oh, hell's to the no. I'm like, it's going to be over soon, honey. And then it's going to be totally different. Get your sleep now. And honey, when those babies sleep, you sleep. I know there's stuff that needs to get done, but you cannot do it. Let that stuff be. When the babies sleep, you sleep. And that's when you're going to you got to keep your immunity up for those babies because they get their immunity from that stuff is the most precious literal substance on earth is breast milk, human breast milk. If they get an infection of any kind, which they won't because you're feeding them with breast milk, right? Are you? You need to pump as much as you can, if you ever can, store it, freeze it, whatever. But it's good for stuff. It's good for stuff. If they get an ear infection, eye infection, sinus infection, a cut, probably even a bruise. If you put olive oil on a bruise, it won't bruise. Like if you whack yourself and you don't want it to bruise. Oh, and here's another thing, honey. When those babies start walking, when they learn to walk, they fall and they hit their head in the same spot over and over and over and over. And every parent is like, oh my God, people are going to think I beat my kid. Every parent. Okay. And now I shouldn't tell some people this who do beat their children, but when they start bruising their head, just carry around a little Trader Joe's lip balm because it's made of olive oil and just go boop and then it won't bruise. Or a little just in the kitchen, but a lot of the time they do it out in the world and you don't have it with you. So if you can get the little green Trader, it comes in 3s if they still make them. I hope they do. I stocked up on them because they're discontinuing stuff all the time. Oh, good, honey. Good, good, good. Raymond is, you know what? He's a keeper, babe. Would you decide on, what? Can I spill the tea? Come on. Can I spill the tea, baby? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Can I spill the tea, honey? So, have you and Raymond made any conclusive determinations? Okay, so they just had twins and Raymond already wants another baby. And I'm like, look, my philosophy, having done it wrong, it's 1 or 10 all at once. I mean, you're doing yourself a favor in the long run. Honestly, You're doing yourself a favor. Raise a litter together. Trust me, if you span it out, you're dragging out your parenthood of babies and children forever. What movie is that from? Forever. Forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I mean, what? Holding him off for now. Oh boy. Yep, Sandlot. Okay. You got it, Pop. Forever. That's a great movie to watch too. You know, I need to watch some movies. I have not been doing it. I've just been being an adult and obsessing, and life sucks when you don't have any fun. Hey, who was here for the upstairs neighbor debacle? Who was here and heard those children jumping the fuck all over the walls? I love kids. They're just being kids, but it was bad. It was like bombs. It was like I've lived here for over 2 years, and then they show up and it's like bombs going off, and I was not prepared for that. Does anybody remember that section of hell in my life? Starting back in like December 16th up till January 6th, the whole entire time that Mars in Leo was in retrograde? Okay, well, so the kids are gone. The parents are still there, but the kids are gone. Do you think they sold them into slavery? Do you think they... What do you think happened? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So, okay, Paul. You know what? The answer is no. Women are brainwashed into thinking that's the business. Ladies, it's not the business. Been there, done that. It's just such a huge mental commitment unless you've got a huge gaping one. You know what I mean? It's just the mental buildup, and sometimes like, that's not going in there. Yeah, it is. Oh, okay, yeah, it is. It's really not actually very fun. Sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, that's a novel feeling. But generally speaking, I'm going to have to say no, really not that fun. And especially if you've got a nice one, nice and, nice and stretch, then you just don't want something like that in there. No, what I've found is actually the Mexicans. Mexicans have the best dicks. And you know what? I don't think Mexican women really care if white chicks fuck Mexican guys like black women care that. You know what I mean? Like, black women don't want anyone fucking their black dudes. Okay. I'm good. I did mine, got mine. I think Mexicans have it in the dick department. The dick department goes to Mexicans. Not just that, they're good. Like, once you teach them what to do, they do that. The same every time. Like, perfectly. It's amazing. It's amazing. Now I know why Mexicans have such huge fucking families, because it's good. The fucking is good. That's why. July or August. I'm serious. That's just my take on it. Since you asked, Paul. Yeah. Been there, done that. Ladies, do you have any would you like to say what you think about it? Black guys have been told that everybody wants a big dick. We don't, guys. We don't. We don't. We don't. 5, 6, 7 with a regular girth. We're good with that. I mean, you can even get away with a 4 if you really know how to aim that thing. And she's shallow, I mean, it's nice to be able to hit the spots, because there's infinite spots if you can hit them. See, that's a thing guys don't really get. You can't, if all you got is big, you can't hit spots because you can't aim different. All you can do is in and out. You can't aim. You can't aim. You can't really, not really. Not like a little bit of smaller dude. You know, when it's a good fit, you can just play more. There's more play to be had. More play, literally. Yes, Ashley. Do I like younger guys? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I have 2 sons and they're younger guys, so I guess I like them. I mean, I have nothing against younger guys. I'm not sure. Lexi, where have you been? How have you been? Tell me, give me an update. Knowing how to use it is everything. And it's not even that. Because if you know how to do the thing, you know, the thing, if you know what I'm talking, if you know what this is, then you know. That, knowing how to do that, that's why lesbians love each other, because they know how to do that I just did. They don't need one of those things because they got that. I'd rather have that before that any day. Oh, fuck yeah. Average with girth, yes. I'm saying, and I'm not just, it's like my literal pelvic bones right there. It's like, okay, I can't take any more of your thing on my pelvic bones. Like, there's like bones that can be, it's not, nobody, I know y'all black dudes have been told that that's what everybody wants, but it isn't. Yeah, see, aim is important. What you don't understand is that there's a bunch of different spots. If you stay on one spot long enough, it blows up. And then you move to another spot and stay on that one for a second or 2 or 3 or 4 or a minute, and then it blows up. You know, it explodes. That's why they say women come over and over and over and over and over. It's because there's a bunch of little spots in there that you can find. But if all you can do, because you're just a big submarine, is go in and out, you're never going to find anything. That's right, dog woman. One must understand what sets off the fireworks. And there's so many different ways to do it. You got all the spots inside. You got the little nut action up on top of the clitoris. And then you got the, and then, you know, there are those lucky women that can, you know, see you next Monday through the booties. Brandon, what? More us than you. Most guys are witnessed at a young age. It's more us than you. What's that mean? You know? Yeah, you've been doing it wrong, baby. It's all right. You'll learn. You're young. It's interesting because right when guys really learn how to fuck, they can't get it up anymore. I'm so sorry. Because it's a curse to us. Like, I don't want to have to be with a young guy just to get a hard dick. You know what? Oh, I'm so sorry to talk like that. It's so bad of me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't talk like that. But it's true. You know, old dudes are not looking so good, you guys. I mean, I can't date a guy my age or a few years older than me. Can you even imagine that? And I don't want to date a younger guy than me. Can you imagine that? I'm done. I'm just done. Nobody is qualified anyway. No one is ever going to be good enough for me. And I realize and acknowledge that, and I'm okay with it. There's no one holy enough, honestly. People, I honestly guess I'm easily led down the wrong fucking road. And so I can be with no one because no one is holy enough for me. They lead me down the wrong fucking road. Many men never get it. Yeah, explain that. I mean, women can pretty much get it whenever they want. Because there's always going to be some dude that'll stick it there. Because every guy wants to stick it somewhere. Well, exactly. Yeah, if you're healthy, but you will also, I don't know how old you are, but you know, lots of older guys decide to shoot up with testosterone so they can keep their dick hard and keep muscle mass. It's just hormone replacement therapy. Oh, okay. You're good for your life. They never understand. Okay, because I'm like, some men never do get it. I mean, do you realize there's people who never fucking get any? Doesn't that make you kind of sad? I mean, in a way, it makes me want to go fuck them at least just once. Like, no one should not get laid. Am I wrong? Is that bad? I'm an Aquarius. I want to save the world. Aquarius moon. See, I'm actually a Leo, so I'm like, fuck you. Oh, shit. And then, so the whole shower thing, yeah, that I never wanted to do that. I never, ever once took my clothes off in front of those fucking girls. What the fuck? Fuck you. You ain't gonna look at me, bitch. Is that bad of me to say it? I don't want someone looking at me. I'll go change in the stall, not the urinal. That's what guys have, the stall. I don't need someone looking at me. I'll take a shower in my bathing suit. Fuck off. Now I don't mind being naked when it's my choice. See, I just don't want to be forced into a weird situation with a bunch of strange girls who have boobs and pubic hair, and I don't. I was a very late bloomer, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, dog woman. I mean, it can go both ways, right? Bob Marley really said something that comes to mind. It's not really the same thing, but something about, igniting a passion in a woman when you really don't have the intention of loving her. It is interesting. Okay, so me on the potty is pictures of me on the potty. Everybody wants my OnlyFans? There you go. You can look at me sitting on the shitter, bitches. If that gets you off. And for the very highest level of memberships, you can see the poo, the turd that was in the toilet. Yeah, I've been in some beautiful bathrooms. When you go into like a really beautiful restaurant or a hotel or wherever, and you go to the ladies' room and it's just gorgeous. Well, it's a perfect place for a selfie. The lighting is always beautiful. I got some gorgeous photos of me on the potty in beautiful, beautiful restrooms. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes, I have some in nasty, fucking gross bathrooms. Disgusting. Gross. Having fun in a bucket. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Well, it's 8:25, but we've been on for like an hour and a half. It's Sunday night. I appreciate you. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd and an athlete, I guess. So, and a spiritual person. I don't really know. I think I'm an alien, but I don't have any way to prove that. How would I prove that? How? I mean, it's getting easier and easier all the time, honestly. So. All right, you guys. Blessings. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m.